Hey, we are on 6 week 5. We are building some networking, job hunting type skills so that you can go out with your new digital media skills and make some connections, get some employment. So, um, last week it was setting up the LinkedIn account. I have a page on my site devoted to that, and you can browse that. I'll give you the link. But here's the new PowerPoint related to LinkedIn connections. And this goes over some of the key points that are good. So I found a nice PDF that explains all this, but I took the highlights out and put them here. So the reason 75% of hiring managers look at LinkedIn. That's the reason you want to be there. Here are some things that your profile needs. I was requiring these last week. Some of you guys have turned in a link, but I was not able to see these. So you got to make sure they're public too, to get full credit for that assignment. A summary, experience, and it has stats on exactly how much this helps. So good to look over this info. But for this week, what we need to do is start building our network now that we're on LinkedIn. You want to greet your friends and peers and tell them your goals. You want to choose some advisors, find some mentors, start making connections. So specifically what you'll want to do is there are 3 types of people you need to make connections with. It's not like, I don't know, Facebook, Instagram, where you just want to get numbers. All you care about is numbers. You want to be strategic. So you want an advocate. That would be the person who's proud of you, excited to help you get started, probably somebody, family or friend that you are very close to. The strategic in is the person with connections, like the prom queen, somebody who knows everybody and is happy to get people connected, making friends. A subject matter expert, though, is somebody who knows the biz. Now, this isn't somebody who you have no connection to at all unless you really just can't find anybody that you know in the biz you're interested in. But usually, you could look at Mesquite High alumni and then see that from the Mesquite High alumni, this person is in the business. So you could say, hey, go Skeeter Nation. That shows your connection. So look for somebody who has a connection, and LinkedIn is usually pretty good at pointing out who is connected to whatever you're interested in. So on that topic, there are 2 books that I would highly recommend. Malcolm Gladwell has some really interesting books about just like social research and stuff. But as far as the strategic end goes, he has this book about mavens, called The Tipping Point, and it kind of shows how like trends become trends instead of just something that comes up and then dies out real quickly. And he said mavens are the connectors. They're the people who make that happen. And then Charles Duhigg wrote The Power of Habit. And in this book, he talks about how, like, why Rosa Parks was not the first person to refuse to move on a bus. She was not the first person to be arrested. So why was she such a great cause in the civil rights movement? And it's because she was connected in so many different social circles. So very interesting books on this topic. You can get them from the Mesquite Digital Library, Mesquite Public Library, Digital Library, audiobook format. So you can listen as you're folding clothes or whatever you happen to be doing. I recommend them. You should check them out. Anyway, so this leads us to the assignment. Find and describe one person for each of those 3 categories I talked to you about. Write a sample message for what you'd say to each person and tell me why that person fits. In the coming weeks, I would like you to gather recommendations from peers or teachers. So I want to see them recommend you on LinkedIn. We'll work on that later. For now, all you need is in this doc. You should get a copy in Google Class. And for an advocate, remember family, close friend, find them on LinkedIn. I need to see the link. I need to see that you've been browsing on LinkedIn and you found somebody. It could be a cousin. Paste the link and then explain why. He's my cousin. I won't know he's your cousin. So tell me, he's my cousin and I think of him as really professional. Copy of what you'll put in the message. So you're going to send a message to this person, and I gave you bullets up here as to what you should say in the message. Ask them for tips choosing jobs that align with your goals and values. So you may have to remind them your goals and values. So, hey, cuz, nice to see you on LinkedIn. I'm interested in a job in this. What would you recommend I do? You know, it could be as short as that. Just a nice little greeting. For strategic in, someone well connected, willing to share connections with you. So they may not be a close friend. Your message is going to be a bit more formal than it was to your cousin. But you're going to ask them for help connecting. So for me, Jared Gwines is the most connected guy I know. And he loves connections. He's all about social media. He's a Mesquite High alumni, by the way. He's big on marketing. But I might put him there. Why do I think? Well, I just explained to you why I think he fits in. Copy of what you'll put in the message. Hey, Jared. I really don't know what career goal I'm supposed to have with this, but I wanted to get into PR. I know that you are big in marketing and you meet a lot of people. Who do you know of anybody I could contact? You know, something simple like that. Subject matter expert. Actually, Jared Gwines would be a subject expert on PR. But let's see, you know, if I wanted to go into animation. Somebody who knows animation well. Eddie Moscoso. So find them, find the connection. So why do you think this person fits the topic? Well, they are an animator. And they happen to be a graduate of the same school my cousin went to. So that could be a connection. So just explain why they fit this category here. And then what would you say in the message? I say basically ask where you should grow, so where you should develop to get into that career. So quick messages, 3 sentences. People don't need a lengthy life story on LinkedIn. But I just need to see that you're thinking about how you can meet people, how you can make connections, how you can grow your LinkedIn network, and that I've given you guidance to do so. So once you finish that, hit turn in, and you're done for the week.